A very special In the Know for your Friday. Christos Furs and Leathers has one main focus: create products that grab attention while using sustainable materials in the process. And trust me, this is a story that you're going to want to hear, because we have the designer and the brain behind it all, Christos Talsidis. And I told him that my Greek friends would give me grief if I didn't get that name pronounced correctly. He's here to share more about how he's working to tackle the harmful trends of fashion while still making a statement. Christos, thank you for being here this morning.
Well, thank you for inviting me, and you did a very good job.
I did okay?
Oh, you
good.
did
okay.
You passed the test.
Thank goodness. I'll be receiving good text messages a little
Now
later
you can
today.
have a Greek frappe.
Oh, all right. Well, here's what I'm going to say, too. I know that they're also going to ask me about your backstory. Tell us a little bit about where you come from, your business, and how you even got to this point.
Well, my background is I come from the blue skies of Greece. The town is called Peoria, Greece. It's the capital of the fur world.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so the whole world knows if you're from Peoria, you're in the fur and leather business, I should say.
Okay, so it was sort of ingrained in your DNA from the beginning.
Yes, and I had my parents and grandparents who I got inspired to continue their legacy as well. And when I was 16, I came to the States, especially in Chicago, and I stayed since then in Chicago.
Okay.
So I went to school here at the Chicago Fur Association to learn about what it needs to become a fur and leather designer, artist. And then I worked for different companies, and here I am.
And here you are, making your own materials, creating your own designs. I want to talk a little bit about what people do first before we get to the material creation process behind your own work. Furs, leathers, right? These are things we all have in our closets and our wardrobes, but when they kind of get worn down, what do people typically do with those?
God doesn't do shortcuts, so He gives us furs and leathers. They last you forever, a lifetime. You can inherit it from parents, grandparents, and if they're outdated, you don't like the style, you have the chance to recreate them.
Yes.
Upcycle, redesign, and you have another 10, 20 years to go with it. So furs or leathers are ready to be recreated. It's not, for whatever reason, it becomes too old and you just let it go. It biodegrades in 6 months like a leaf.
Okay. So that's something else I didn't know. You're teaching me a lot this morning.
Yes, so the furs and leathers are biodegradable. They're eco-friendly.
I see.
Versus, other materials that people use.
So you're trying to buck the trend here of fast fashion, of trying to cycle through a lot of materials, clothing that a lot of people just normally would toss out, right? Right.
Here we are promoting fur, leather, cashmere, wool, cotton, and silk.
Okay.
Which is
a pretty broad spectrum, too.
Yeah, there's 6 materials that God gave it to us to have a healthy life, healthy living.
And look good in the process, too, right?
Right.
Like yourself. And by the way, I do want to say I love your outfit. It looks fantastic. The color coordination is perfect. And if you at home, in case you weren't thinking about it, too, he is matching the station's colors. So we're both getting our red and grays on today. Christos was way ahead of the game here. I absolutely love it. Now, we are actually going to be showing off some of your work a little later in the show. Before we get to that, though, I do want to ask, before we toss the break, what's something that you want people to keep in mind when we're showing off some of your work later on?
That natural furs, natural products. And as a company, we also do something about the synthetic materials that everybody else uses. And we can talk about that, too.
Absolutely.
For example, polyester, acrylic, nylon, it's not good for the environment, for our health. The human body, as we speak right now, has enough microplastic to create a credit card.
Pretty scary to think about.
Yeah, every year. So we do something about those materials, too. We upcycle them.
Yes, upcycling.
Upcycling, which is big. We're not just promoting natural fibers. We do something about the plastic, the polyester, the synthetics that everybody else produces in a fast fashion. For example, you bring us your umbrella, right? Everybody has an umbrella, at least 2, 3. Your umbrella tears, don't throw them away.
Find another purpose.
You bring them to us, we make it the ultimate raincoat.
Ooh, I love that. Find a new life still for rain-related purpose.
So we make the umbrella into a raincoat, and inside we put cashmere, wool, fur, leather, because When you wear synthetic materials, 12% of it goes through your body, either you like it or not.
I see. Okay.
So that's why we make it reversible. So the umbrella is on the outside, the inside is the cashmere.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm getting the wrap. There's a lot of ground to cover with you and
Yes,
everything that's going through your brain. We need to hear more about it, but we're going to toss it to break real quickly. We'll be checking back in with you in about a half hour and see some examples in real life with you and your team of just how you're implementing these ideas. We got some birthday shout-outs also coming up. Stick around for our next half hour to check out Christos' work. We'll be right back.
All right, thanks, Balance. Sounds like we're in for a great weekend, and welcome back to part 2 of In the Know.
All right, Christos, we were talking all about your pieces in the first half hour, and now we are actually in for a bit of a surprise, Rashawn. We're pulling you on. Christos is going to show us some amazing pieces as part of his collection, his sustainable collection, made of materials that you will never see again, except when it comes to his line. So I'm going to lead you to introduce some of these pieces.
Okay, let's do it. This is a vintage jacket from the 80s. Like I always say, it lasts you forever. This is a perfect candidate to redesign and upcycle it.
Okay.
So, nice.
So, yeah, if you we have a lot of this in our store. A lot of these vintage garments. So if you inherit it from somebody, just bring it in and we can upcycle it for you. Redesign.
Give it new life.
New
I love
life,
that.
absolutely. Yes. Here we have a redesign. These sleeves, and I don't know if you can see the legs. This is a blue jean suit that we upcycled the jacket. We trimmed this blue jean suit to give it a new look, new life, new fashion.
Absolutely. That went to match, too. Lots of matching going on, which
Yeah.
looks
Yeah.
great.
Thank you. Here is a new piece that we designed. It shows the shoulder. It's got elasticized waist leather band. Beautiful top showing the shoulder. And it's all, I don't know if the camera can see the bottom, but it's all cut through so you can be as sensual as you can.
Okay.
That is a statement right here.
It is
Yes.
for sure.
Yes, thank you.
And these aren't just clothes, Christos, right? We got another piece here that might be a little more utilitarian.
Yes, now this piece is made out of plastic bags.
Wow, all of
From,
this.
Plastic
yeah,
bags.
from grocery stores, plastic water bottles, synthetic materials. When I said earlier we're recycling, this is what we mean. And this can become a jacket, cover your computers, your walls, your chairs, make garments out of it. And we're upcycling the plastic without leaving carbon footprint because we don't burn it.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay, so this is another thing that we do in our place.
And how long does a piece like this usually take to make?
It takes about 12 inches an hour to create 12 inches of width, I should say, to make this.
I see.
It's
okay.
all handmade. There is no electricity. It's all manpower. It's a looming. It's a loom machine.
Absolutely.
Weaving machine.
Oh
Fantastic.
my gosh. Well, the quality seems so high. And you know what? We'll just bring out your whole team once again as we wrap things up here. First of all, I just want to give a big hand to everybody. Everything looks fantastic.
Amazing.
Christos, thank you so much for bringing
thank
yourself
you.
in,
Thank
showing
you.
everything off. Where can people find you?
They can find us at christosfirst.com. That's our website. Or they can call us 708-562-3877. They can follow us on Instagram, Christos Fur and Leather. Or go on our YouTube channel, Christos First.